Have you ever stopped to consider the immense power that lies in silence? In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise and chatter, it's easy to overlook the profound impact that stillness can have on our lives. Today, I want to share with you a truth that has the potential to transform your existence. Be silent, and you will get everything in life. Now, you might be thinking, how can being silent possibly lead to getting everything I want? It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? We've been conditioned to believe that to achieve our goals and desires, we need to be loud, assertive, and constantly in motion. But what if I told you that the opposite is true? What if the key to unlocking the abundance of the universe lies in embracing the power of silence? When we allow ourselves to be still and silent, we create a space for magic to happen. In the absence of external noise, we can finally hear the whispers of our own inner voice, the voice that holds the answers to all of life's questions. It's in these moments of quiet introspection that we gain clarity, insight, and wisdom. Think about it. When was the last time you had a groundbreaking idea or a sudden burst of inspiration? Chances are it wasn't while you were engaged in mindless chatter or surrounded by a cacophony of sounds. No, those aha moments often come when we least expect them, in the shower, on a quiet walk, or while lying in bed at night. It's in the stillness that our minds are free to wander, to explore, and to connect the dots in ways we never thought possible. But the benefits of silence go far beyond just mental clarity. When we cultivate a practice of inner stillness, we begin to tap into a wellspring of peace and contentment that resides within us. We start to realize that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances or material possessions, but from a deep sense of connection to our own being. In a world that's constantly telling us we need more money, more status, more stuff, silence teaches us that we already have everything we need. When we quiet the noise of the ego and the demands of society, we discover that there's a part of us that is already whole, already complete. It's from this place of inner fullness that we can begin to create the life we truly desire. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I have bills to pay, mouths to feed, and goals to achieve. I can't just sit around in silence all day, and you're absolutely right. The practice of silence isn't about withdrawing from the world or shirking your responsibilities. Rather, it's about creating pockets of stillness throughout your day, moments where you can reconnect with your inner self and recharge your batteries. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before a big meeting, or setting aside 10 minutes each morning for quiet meditation. The key is to make silence a priority, to carve out time for it just as you would for any other important task or appointment. And here's the beautiful thing: as you begin to integrate more silence into your life, you'll start to notice that everything else starts to flow more smoothly. You'll find that you're more focused, more productive, and more resilient in the face of challenges. You'll discover that opportunities start to appear out of nowhere, as if the universe is conspiring to support your every move. Because when you're coming from a place of inner stillness, you're no longer fighting against the current of life. Instead, you're allowing yourself to be carried by it, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're no longer wasting precious energy on worry, doubt, or fear. Instead, you're channeling that energy into creating the life you truly want. So how do you begin to cultivate more silence in your life? The first step is simply to make the decision to do so. Commit to carving out a few minutes each day for quiet reflection, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness. As you begin to prioritize silence, you may find that it feels uncomfortable at first. We're so used to being surrounded by noise and distraction that the absence of it can be unsettling, but resist the urge to fill that space with more noise. Instead, allow yourself to sit with the discomfort, to breathe through it, and to watch it pass. Over time, you'll start to crave those moments of silence, to look forward to them as a sanctuary from the chaos of the world. And as you deepen your practice, you'll begin to notice profound shifts in your life. You may find that you're less reactive to stress and challenges, that you're able to approach difficult situations with greater clarity and compassion. You may notice that your relationships start to improve, as you become a better listener and a more present partner, friend, or family member. And perhaps most importantly, you'll begin to develop a deeper sense of trust in yourself and in the universe. You'll start to recognize that everything you need is already within you, and that by aligning yourself with the flow of life, you can effortlessly manifest your deepest desires. Now, I want to be clear, cultivating silence isn't a magic cure-all for life's problems. It won't make your challenges disappear overnight, and it won't guarantee that you'll get everything you want in the exact way you want it. But what it will do is give you the tools and the resilience to navigate those challenges with grace and ease. When you're coming from a place of inner stillness, you're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. You're no longer a victim of your own thoughts and emotions. Instead, you become the master of your own mind, the creator of your own reality. And from that place of empowerment, anything becomes possible. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to attract people and situations that are in alignment with your highest good. You start to live a life that is truly authentic, truly fulfilling, and truly joyful. So my invitation to you today is this: be silent and watch as everything you've ever wanted begins to flow into your life with ease and grace. Trust that the universe has your back, and that by aligning yourself with the power of stillness, you are opening yourself up to a world of infinite possibility. It may not happen overnight, and it may not always be easy. But with practice and patience, you'll begin to see the magic unfold in ways you never could have imagined. You'll start to live a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and abundance, not because you chased after those things, but because you allowed them to come to you. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and allow yourself to sink into the silence. Let it wash over you, filling you with peace, clarity, and wisdom. And know that in that stillness, everything you've ever wanted is waiting for you. All you have to do is open yourself up to receive it. Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually put it into practice? How do I find silence in a world that's always so noisy? The truth is, it's not always easy. We live in a society that values busyness and productivity over stillness and reflection. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need to do more, be more, have more. But the good news is that with a little bit of intention and commitment, anyone can cultivate a practice of silence. It doesn't require any special skills or training. All it takes is a willingness to show up for yourself day after day. One of the simplest ways to start is by setting aside a few minutes each morning for quiet reflection. Before you dive into your day, take a moment to sit in stillness, to breathe deeply, and to connect with your inner self. You might choose to meditate, to journal, or simply to sit in silence and observe your thoughts and emotions. The key is to approach this practice with curiosity and compassion, without judgment or expectation. As you begin to make this a daily habit, you may find that it becomes easier and easier to access that place of inner stillness throughout your day. You may start to notice moments of silence in unexpected places, in the pause between breaths, in the space between thoughts, in the stillness of nature. And as you deepen your practice, you may begin to experience profound shifts in your life. You may find that you're more resilient in the face of stress and challenges, that you're able to approach difficult conversations with greater clarity and compassion. You may notice that your relationships start to improve as you become a more attentive and present listener. You may find that you're able to make decisions with greater ease and confidence, trusting in the wisdom of your own inner guidance. And perhaps most importantly, you may begin to experience a sense of deep peace and contentment that comes from knowing that you are enough, just as you are. That you don't need to chase after external validation or achievements to feel worthy or fulfilled. Because when you're coming from a place of inner stillness, you recognize that your true power lies within. You understand that you are the creator of your own reality, and that by aligning yourself with the flow of life, you can manifest anything you desire. Now I want to acknowledge that this path isn't always easy. There will be times when the noise of the world feels overwhelming, when the demands of daily life threaten to pull you away from your practice. But in those moments, remember this: the power of silence is always available to you, always waiting to welcome you home. No matter how far you may stray, no matter how lost you may feel, that inner stillness is your constant companion, your unwavering support. And as you continue to cultivate that connection, as you continue to prioritize moments of silence and reflection, you'll begin to see the magic unfold in every area of your life. You'll start to attract people and opportunities that are in alignment with your highest good, that support your growth and evolution. You'll find that you're able to navigate challenges with greater ease and grace, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for learning and expansion. You'll start to live a life that is truly authentic, truly fulfilling, and truly joyful. And perhaps most importantly, you'll begin to recognize that you are not alone on this journey, that there is a force greater than yourself that is always guiding you, always supporting you, always conspiring in your favor. So trust in the power of silence, my friends. Trust in the wisdom of your own inner voice and in the unfolding of your own unique path. Know that everything you need is already within you, waiting to be discovered in the stillness of your own being. And as you walk this path, remember to be gentle with yourself. Remember that growth is a process and that there will be ups and downs along the way. But know that with each step you are moving closer and closer to the life you truly desire, a life of purpose, meaning, and boundless joy. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let yourself sink into the silence. Allow it to fill you up, to nourish you from the inside out, and know that in that stillness everything is possible. Because when you're coming from a place of inner peace, when you're aligned with the flow of life, the universe conspires to bring you everything you need, not just what you think you want, but what your soul truly desires. So trust in the journey, my friends. Trust in the power of silence and in the unfolding of your own unique path. Know that you are exactly where you're meant to be and that everything is happening for your highest good. And as you continue to cultivate that connection to your inner stillness, as you continue to prioritize moments of silence and reflection, watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never could have imagined. Watch as you start to attract abundance in all its forms, not just material wealth, but the abundance of love, joy, and fulfillment that comes from living a life in alignment with your deepest truth. Watch as your relationships deepen and flourish, as you become a beacon of light and inspiration for those around you. Watch as you start to make a difference in the world, not through force or striving, but through the power of your own presence and example. And most importantly, watch as you begin to fall in love with life itself, with the beauty and mystery of each moment, with the endless possibilities that lie before you. Because when you're coming from a place of inner stillness, when you're connected to the wisdom of your own being, life becomes a grand adventure, a journey of discovery, growth, and endless possibility. So embrace the power of silence, my friends. Let it guide you, let it nourish you, let it lead you home to yourself. And trust that in the stillness, everything you've ever wanted is waiting for you. All you have to do is open yourself up to receive it. May you find peace in the silence, wisdom in the stillness, and joy in the unfolding of your own unique path. May you trust in the journey and in the infinite possibilities that lie before you. And may you always remember that you are loved, you are supported, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let yourself sink into the silence. Allow it to fill you up, to guide you, to lead you home. And know that in the stillness, everything is possible. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. May you go forth in peace, in joy, and in the unshakable knowing that you are enough, just as you are. And may the power of silence continue to guide you now and always.